Greetings to all. Welcome to Future Officers Academy. Today we are going to discuss the 10th May daily current affairs. To get more daily current affair videos, follow our YouTube channel, also our Telegram channel. Today, what are all the topics we are going to discuss is about. The first topic is Agnipath, next Indian Maldives relations, and the Aravalli range. Here, Agnipath and Indian Maldives relations comes under GS2 paper and Aravalli range comes under GS1. Now we'll have detailed discuss about these topics. First, our topic is Agnipath. Generally, what is this Agnipath scheme? It is a 4-year of contract scheme which the people join for Army, Navy, and for Indian Air Force services. So generally this is Agnipath, and also here we can see up to 25% of peoples only required as a regular soldiers after this 4 years of thing. And also through this program women are made to require through this Agnipath. In this topics we are going to have a detailed discuss about what are the benefits for Agniveers and how the benefits compared to Agniveers and for the regular soldiers. So we are going to detail discuss about the benefits between Agniveer and the regular soldiers. Now, what is generally the aim of the Agnipath? It is to maintain an young appearance with the military by lowering the average age of soldiers in active duty. That is, by making the military more tech savvy and modern fighting force through this Agnipath scheme. Now, how the civil society have been empowered by their retirement at the end of the 4 years. The guarantees will be availability of skilled and disciplined youth will be given to the society by the Agnipath. Also to lower the rapidly rising cost of defense pensions. So this is the main empowerment in the civil society. Now what are the benefits where given to this Agniveers? There is a monthly salary of rupees 30,000. Also, with this salary, the Agniveers get the scheme of Seva Nidhi. Through this, they get a contributory package from the government, which they get 30% of their monthly emolument as a contribution. Also, if they die during their performing well duties, they'll be getting nearly rupees 1 crore from the Sevanidhi benefits. So these are the some of the benefits that Agniveer gets. Also, if they have disability, they may be eligible for rupees 44 lakh. So these are all the basic benefits for Agniveers. Now we're going to see the comparison between Agniveers and the regular soldiers. First we'll see about salary. The Agniveer get nearly 30,000 as per monthly salary for them, and the regular soldiers will get 40,000. Now the eligibility of pension we have to check for these both. Agniveers are not generally eligible for this pension, but the regular soldiers will get pension. Only the persons who are selected from Agniveers, as this 25% will be selected from as a regular soldiers now. So only those people will get the pension after their duty. Next is in case of battle causality. If a soldier's family receive a liberalized family pension equal to their last paid salary for life in the event of a battle casualty, this is exempt from the income tax. The only insurance benefit what the Agniveer gets is a non-contributory sum of rupees 40 lakhs. Only this will be got for agniveers. Now, what is gratuity and insurance? For each year of service, regular soldiers receives 15-day gratuity and it is covered by an insurance policy worth of 50 lakhs. And for regular duty soldiers are also eligible for children's education allowance up until their graduation. These are not accessible for the agniveers. Now, disability during service. What in case? Monetary benefits under the Sevanidhi scheme, payment for the remaining portion for their 4-year service tenure, and an ex granta amount based on percentage of disability were given. For regular soldiers is disabled, they are entitled to impairment relief and pension. So these are all the comparisons between agniveers and the regular soldiers. Now we'll move on to the next topic, India and Maldives relation. So under this, we are going to see the relationship between India and Maldives, the operation character, and how the disaster management done between these two countries, trade and economic relations, defense and security. All those things we are going to cover under this topic. At first, how the relationship between India and Maldives are there. Naturally, we share a mutual relations, that is, we share same kind of ethnic, linguistic, cultural, religious, and commercial ties. Also, India was the first nation to establish a diplomatic tie with Maldives after its independence in 1965. Also, India became a resident high commissioner in 1980, having established its mission in 1972. Also, on a strategical significance, Maldives is an proximity to the Indian country. Also, it has many multilateral forums like UN, Commonwealth, NAM, and SAR. Maldives has continuously backed India on international issues. Also, there are no political issues in Indian relationships with the Maldives. In 1976, Maritime Boundary Treaty between the two nations selected the Maldives one-time claim to Minoki Island, with the Maldives acknowledging Minoki as an essential component of India. So these are all relationship between these two countries. Now we have to know about what is Operation Cactus. Are India to have an mutual growth of trust and long-lasting bilateral ties to be maintained with Maldives. So our India moved our troops to Maldives, but now we have withdrawn this. Next is the disaster management. India was the first country to help Maldives when it was affected in 2004 tsunami and in 2014 during the water crisis. So these are the first most important things where India plays roles by helping a Maldives in every critical situation of its. Also under the mission Sagar, we could find India had helped the Maldives by giving the essential commodities when they affected by the COVID-19, also when the global chain have been stopped. The Maldivian government and people widely acknowledged that these three incidents, that is that tsunami and water crisis time and in during the COVID period, are the demonstrated benefits of India's proximity and ability to assist Maldives in times of need to be compared by other nations. Now, how the trade and economic relations have been seen. In 2021, India have become the third largest trading partner with Maldives, and scrap, it is the main metal which India imports from the Maldives. The foundation of the Maldivian economy is mainly tourism. Due to Maldives' geographic restriction, India has released the country from export restrictions on necessities. Now, what are the defense and security cooperation between India and Maldives are? Since from 1988, India and Maldives have worked together in areas of security and defense. India has taken very accommodating and flexible stance when it comes to fulfill the Maldivian needs. Also, nearly 70% of the Maldivian National Defense Force training needs are met by India, which offers the most training opportunities. Also, to strengthen these defense alliance, a comprehensive action plan for defense was also signed in April 2016. The defense cooperation between India and Maldives also includes the infrastructure development, hardware gifting, joint exercise, and maritime domain awareness. Also, there are some of the important defense related projects between India and Maldives. The first one is the coastal radar system, that is CRS. The second one is the composite training center, that is CTC. So these are some of the defense related projects done between India and Maldives. Then what are other cooperation seen between India and Maldives? There are Maldives Institutional of Technical Education. Now it is known as Maldives Polytechnic. It is an Indira Gandhi Memorial Hospital. The Maldives Educational Sector's Technology Adoption Program is part of the Indian Maldives Faculty of Hospitality and Tourism Studies. Now, what are all the recent things happen between India and Maldives relations? They have signed a several memorandum of understanding between India and Judicial Service Commission of Maldives regarding judicial cooperation has been approved by the government. This is the 8th Memorandum of Understanding on Judicial Cooperation. In 2023 to 2024, what are all the things have been declared? The political divide between the ministers of both nations has grown out of in social feud. President of the Maldives, Mohammed Mizu, gave India until March 15 to remove the Indian troops. Since 2010, the troops have been stationed in the Maldives as per the bilateral ties that also include training Maldivian military personnel. Since Mizo elections in September, which followed his demand that Indian troops to be immediately withdrawn from the Maldives, bilateral relationships between the Maldives and the India have been remained tense. The India Out platform of Mizo's presidential campaign contrasted with the pro-India stance of the majority of presidents. For the Indo-Pacific region to be peaceful for maritime security, India-Maldives relation should be very much essential. So these are all the topics covered under India and Maldives. Our next topic is Aravalli Range. Under this, we are going to see the location of Aravalli Range and the geographical features, climate, minerals, mining, rivers, ecology, all those things we are going to cover under this topic. The Aravalli Range is located in the northern western of India. It is roughly 670 kilometer in a southwesterly direction, which is close to Delhi while in the beginning and ending Ahmedabad, Gujarat, which it crosses through the Haryana and Rajasthan. In this, the highest peak of the Aravalli Range is Mount Abu, which is located at Guru Shikhar, which is in the height of 1722 meters. Now, what are all the geological factors of this Aravalli Range? Is it is the one of the oldest fold mountain. It was located in, the Sambar Shironi range and the Shambar Khetri range. These both are located in the Rajasthan and extending approximately near 560 kilometer. So these two are the primary ranges that comprises these mountains. The Aravalli Delhi origin, a Precambrian event, is caused due to the rise of Aravalli range. It is located in the Indian peninsula. That is, the Aravalli range is an orogenic belt with a northeastern to southwest trend. The Aravalli is the very tall ones, but after millions of years of weathering, they have nearly entirely collapsed. What are all the minerals found here? We can find sulfide ores, which made up of metals like zinc and copper. Also, commercial viable amounts of minerals produced during the subduction, such as including rock salt phosphate, ricabdate, talc, pyrophyllite, asbestos, beryl, lead, zinc, silver. So these are the some of the deposits of minerals seen in Aravalli range. Here some of the minings also took place. According to carbon dating, mining for copper and other metals in Aravalli range began at the least in 5th century BC. According to recent research, copper was already mined in this area around 4000 BCE during the Soti Shishwal period. Copper was obtained by an ancient Kalibangan and Kunal Harian settlements. What are the geographical features of this Aravalli range? Now we'll see about this. Rajasthan and western southern Haryana are included in the Aravalli craton, which is also known as Marwar Mewar. Marwar Mewar craton, or the Western Indian craton. It encompasses the Marwar and Mewar craton located in the west and east respectively. It has boundaries such as the Sun River, Narmada River, Tapti River basins in the south, the Indo-Gangetic alluvium in the north, the Thar Desert in the west, and the Great Boundary Fault in the east. This Aravalli Delhi orogen is primarily known as exposed quartzite, marble, pelite, grave and extinct volcanoes. The third largest igneous chute worldwide and the largest in India is found in Malani. The Malani igneous chute in Jodhpur, distinct geographical feature, led to Geological Survey of India to designate the area as the National Geological Monument. What are the climate found in this Aravalli range? It is an humid subtropical climate which found in the Aravalli range in Delhi and Haryana is characterized by hot semi-arid continental summers and comparatively it has cool winters. The climate of Rajasthan's central Aravalli range is dry and arid. In Gujarat, southern Aravalli range experiences a tropical rainy and dry weather. What are all the rivers found in Aravalli range? There are three major rivers seen in this tributaries. Also, there are some of the minor rivers also seen. The major tributaries is from the Luni River, which empties it in the Ran of Kutch, and while the Banas and Shahibi, they are the tributaries of Yamuna. And there are many other minor rivers which has many tributaries of this. Next is the ecology of the Aravalli range. The Great Green Wall of Aravalli is 1600 km long and 5 km wide green ecological corridor that runs from Gujarat to Delhi. It also connects the Shivalik Hill range in order to restore the forest cover in these areas. Also, the vital habitat for Aravalli jackals and Indian leopards are also seen at place. The Southern Aravalli Leopard Wildlife Corridor connects Gujarat Gir National Park and the National Park of Ran of Kutch from Sariksha and Ranthambore. Now, what are all the concerns seen here? The main cause of the concern is pollution, loss of forest cover, wildlife habitat, over exploitation of natural resources such as water and other minerals, mining, untreated human waste and disposal, unplanned urbanization, pollution, unprotected status of most of the Aravalli, and absence of an integrated Aravalli management agency. These are the things about Aravalli range. Now we'll see the editorial analysis of the performance of representatives. What makes an elected representative a competent? So, as we all know, the performance of representatives comes under the topic of GS 2. So we know that there is no educational qualification to become a MLA or MP or any other local government representative. So how can a voter decide whether the representative is competent? Yet there is no educational qualification for MP and MLAs. At least 75% of Lok Sabha members and 64% of MLAs are graduates. Education provides a certain skills that MP or MLA need for more skills to be competent. Behavioral skill is important. One like a representative should possess the skills like verbal and writing, also the public engagement, negotiation skills. These skills are needed to unite diverse terms and influence a shared vision. Example, the success of Swachh Bharat mission is due to the involvement of women Panchayati Raj leaders who promoted the behavioral change in the grassroots. The next skill is to understanding about the rules and process of legislation policy implementation. This includes in the parliament and the state assemblies by asking questions, initiating discussions, raising any policy matters, monitoring and evaluating policies. A representative must be competent in translating the citizen grievance and policy making for those grievance and policy gap identification. Domain based competency is crucial for elected representatives. This competency is to manage a specific needs. For example, the policy implementation in specific areas, that is in the Data Protection Act, National Health Policy, mental health care. So these need a specific knowledge, and also if we focus on a specific skills, it might suppress the innovation and creativity needed to solve complex problems. By promoting collaboration between representatives with diverse backgrounds and expertise will ensure a multidisciplinary approach to tackle a complex challenges. These methods can tackle the flaws in the governance and multiply the policy gaps. Sorry, nullify the policy gaps. To institutionalize this vision, it is essential to align these competencies with their specific roles. This process involves identifying existing skill and evolving trainings. To facilitate this, we can leverage existing resources like parliamentary research and training institute for democracies. Also, national and state institutions for rural development and Panchayati Raj, civil society organizations also. The success for competency based politics also relies on the shift in public perception. Citizens need to demand more from their elected representatives, holding them accountable. This brings effective leadership and paths towards visit Vikshit Bharat. The next our editorial topic is about artificial intelligence and need for cyber security. This comes under paper GS 3. So, today we are going to discuss the growing artificial and intelligence need for cyber securities. What is? Foremost, we'll discuss the cyber threats in the artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence is integrated into most of the sectors such as education, banking, healthcare, manufacturing, also results to cyber risk and safety. According to the study conducted by Deep Instinct, around 75% of professionals witnessed an upsurge in cyber attacks in past year, while 85% of the surveyed respondents have attributed the increased risk of generative AI. As AI is developing and becomes mature and newer, more complex threats have been rising. It also encourages dangerous behavior in children. Threat to privacy and security also seen majorly. As the AI has more positive impact, it also creates new and more complex cyber threats. As per AI models leveraged for translating and identifying coding errors to maximize the impact of cyber attacks. The cyber attacks on the rise, so we need necessary initiatives to combat this growing cyber crimes. What are the global initiatives? The global initiatives such as Bletchley Declaration. In this, they say the world leaders have initiated the collaborative efforts. The declaration at the AI Safety Summit, the number of countries signed the agreement. The countries are China, European Union, France, Germany, India, UAE, UK, and USA. The institutional efforts to combat cyber attacks, what are all those? It by watermarking to identify AI generated content. This could aid in reducing cyber threats from AI generated content. Also, collaborative effort between the institutional and industrial stakeholders to make an effective framework to strengthen this regulators. Now, what are the digital awareness took place at corporate level? Occupational media and digital literacy training tackle gaps in digital knowledge. These three done under the corporate level. In citizen level, what awareness took place? Equip the individuals with essential tools of cyber literacy and by fostering digitally savvy citizenship from the ground up, we can build a more robust defense against the evolving threats in this AI driven digital landscape. That's all from today's topics. To get this PDF download, you can get from our Telegram channel. The Telegram channel link will be provided in the description. Thank you.